Hi guys, it's Lauren with laurenbrem.com, and today I want to talk about why it's so hard as women for us to say no to people. And I'm so aware of this in my life when I talk to my clients and I hear about exchanges not only with husbands and boyfriends and partners, but also with parents and also in work situations. And it's so hard for us to, a lot of women share that it's really hard to say no to someone. And I just sort of want to explore that a bit because it's such a part of all of the assault stories that are coming out these days, women sharing that, if they had just been able to say no and just be in that strength of like, no, that's not happening, they wouldn't have gotten themselves into these situations that then haunt them for years. I was just reading a story yesterday about an adult film star who felt assaulted by a man because he just pressured her and pressured her and pressured her for something. And she said she finally gave him a hand job to like get him to leave her alone. And I feel like I could so relate to that story of just feeling pressured and pressured and pressured, and I think there's an internal pressure that's coming from somewhere too, not necessarily the people around us, but those internal pressures to be liked, to be agreeable, to not hurt people's feelings, and often men aren't operating from that paradigm, so it makes it easier for them to do business and. I made an offer on a house this week and I was confronted with my own fear about like, what if he says no? What if he calls me a bitch? What if he, is like, oh, how dare you? Like I was confronted with all of that fear and none of that happened. He didn't accept my offer, but we're negotiating. And I realized that negotiating with money, negotiating with sexuality, I said no to some things this week and it was very empowering because I finally found that no voice for myself. And I'm seeing how that's translating into other areas of my life. And reading the story of this film star who, finally gave him that and is like carrying that anger inside of her. I mean, I haven't mastered this yet myself. I think we all have so much work to do as individuals and collectively. And you could say, part of it is my individual personality that likes to, people please or whatever. But I really think that collectively as women, we have had to be agreeable because it was our only way to really survive. If a man like threw you out the door, where were you going to go? If you lost favor of your social circle, like where would you go if you hadn't, if you lived in a small group? So I think that it's really deep in our DNA, and I think we're starting to go, wow, I'm safe and I'm self-sustainable and I have other resources, so I can tell this person no. I can tell this relationship no. I can tell. Here comes my daughter. I can tell I'm making a video. We can find our no. So I want to encourage you with this week's video to find your no. And please write your comments below. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to make a lot more content over this next month because there's just so much going on with sexuality in the world and so much I'm seeing with my clients. So yes, I hope to see you at other videos. Please comment, subscribe, and let me know how your no is showing up in your life. Talk to you soon.